I go by the name of BBoy Inzane. Crews I rep: Ill Rockin' Rascals, ABC, Awesome BBoy Crew, and currently right now Concrete Zen. Concrete Zen.
I was always curious. Was it Ill Rockin' Rascals or Lil Rockin' Rascals?
So there's like a whole side story to the evolution of that. It's an actual evolution.
Let's go for it. Because you said that was your first crew then, right?
Yeah, first crew.
Oh, okay.
So the year was 1999. Yeah, it dates back that far. I was in middle school. Kakaako Middle School.
Kakaako.
1999.
Yeah.
It's after school. I'm walking home. I pass by Ashford Street. That's the name of the street. And out of like coincidentally, like destiny, right? I'm walking by. There's a cipher happening in the garage. A bunch of kids. Garage walking by. My cousin comes out. Zane, where are you going? Like simple. Where are you going? Hey, come over here. Check this out. I walk in. First sight, a circle, right? And then all the other kids breaking in that circle. Whose house was that? Desmond's house.
Oh.
I did not know who Desmond was at that time. Okay, in Kalihi, there was Kalihi Waina Elementary School, Kalihi Kai Elementary School. Kalihi Kai is right next to Kakaako Middle School. So yeah, as far as like not knowing who Desmond was, breaking like none of them. I had no idea who they was. But the connection was my cousin, Chris. His name is Chris, but it was him who introduced me to Desmond.
Was he a B-boy too, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, not really. You know how you can say like everyone kind of just
knows each other. Mess around a little bit.
Messed around.
Yeah,
but was he a B-boy? Not really. But everyone was just like curious. I guess at that time, curious, getting into like the trend or the thing, right? But yeah, I got introduced to Desmond during that moment. I got introduced to Desmond. There was like a circle. You got to think circle, small garage. Yeah. A lot of kids, and then you know Tracy Asil.
No. Who's that?
That's Desmond's cousin. He runs the Oika, yeah, Firebrand Limited Edition. He owns that shop, and I remember him like. So I think was Uncle Leonard there. I'm not sure, but I just remember like, yo, this is it. And then from whatever I can remember, I did recall him or someone saying, "This is the Little Rockin' Rascals." I mean, the Little Rascals.
Little Rascals.
First.
Little Rascals.
And you gotta.
They were already called that.
They're already called that,
okay.
I think. And then, and what the cool part was like, it was very diverse. You had Filipinos. I think it had one Laotian dude. Laotian. I did not know how to break.
Oh,
I mean, we can say we all had that brief memory of like guys just spinning and you would mimic, yeah. That was my knowledge of it. But as far as like breaking, had no idea what a 6-step was. All of that. Little Rascals. At that time too, you had Filipinos, Samoans, no Hawaiians. Had a bunch of Hawaiians. Hawaiians and yeah, Laos. Had one Laotian guy. Who was that guy? That kid, Jericity.
Jericity.
The air chair guy in our crew.
Oh.
He was like the only Laotian kid amongst us Filipinos and Hawaiians. But yeah, that was my intro
to breaking.
So after that, what happened after that? Yeah, the rest. I guess after that, the rest was.
So you just go to their garage and
I would
session?
just go to the garage and session.
Is that the garage from all that footage that you do have posted?
Yeah,
and I think Roy has some footage of himself in that same garage.
It's that same garage.
Their house.
It's that same garage. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was in the 6th grade. So we were breaking, and then we were like into skateboarding at the same time. So it was like a back and forth thing. And to see Kiki breaks, how they manifest breaking and skating, it kind of brings back a nostalgic feeling of how we were in middle school.
Wow.
True story, man.
Wow. Was Leonard and Roland guys, were they actually teaching you guys in the garage, or was it just kind of like you show up?
We would show up.
It's just session. People were just breaking.
We would just break. So like, and the funny part too, or we had no idea, like at that time how like, I guess you can say famous Desmond was. Or like Uncle Leonard, then I had no idea like as far as the history.
Right.
Just
that they were like
there,
Rocksteady at one point or whatever.
Rocksteady crew. And to think though, I'm gonna backtrack, but like, what was cool in breaking in Kakaako, it kind of brought like the because I was from Kalihi Elementary School and then Kalihi Kai, and then that's when like two separate, I guess, districts in Kalihi kind of got together.
So Des went to Kalihi Kai?
Kalihi Kai, yeah.
Oh, okay. Is he younger than you or what? He's
same age. We all
exact
graduated.
Same grade.
Yeah.
You got, and then so you went to Farrington together after.
And then we went to Farrington together.
John too, or what?
Also, John, he actually went to Damien. That was like
John went Damien?
Yeah, he went to Damien.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait, what class is he?
Same year, 06. Graduated 06.
What?
Yeah.
That's why there were so many B-boys at Damien when I started breaking.
So after the circle, after walking in, finding out about breaking, then we would just go about the day, the year, practice. We would practice in school, make a circle, practice in school. After school, at the basketball courts, we would practice. And to think that at that time, breaking was not allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there even jams at that time?
No. So
B-boy reunion and Return of the B-boy was around that year.
Yeah. So these jams were so underground.
Yeah.
So underground. I didn't see any jams yet at that time.
Because you had just started.
We just started. Yeah. Another thing, Desmond was at that time was traveling with Uncle Leonard to these jams.
Mainland.
In mainland.
Oh.
There was this jam called Concrete All Stars. I think this was like 99, 2000. Yeah. Oh, where's Desmond at? Oh, he would miss class, right? Why? Because he's traveling with the dad then. During that time, that was like an intro to like, we got to meet like the Supreme Team guys. The Supreme Team.
The original ones.
The
uncles.
Ones. Yeah, the uncles. So like, it would be like Emerson's brother, Nixon.
Yeah.
There's this guy named Sharon, Gavin, they call him Guns. Big, almost like a crisis. He could win on 90.
So they're in some of that footage that I showed you.
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
The 99 Supreme Team one with Roy performing with Lil Caesar and Mr. Animation.
Yeah.
Floor. It was at the Source or something. I think it was Panic Zone and Supreme Team.
Yeah.
But those guys were like kind of older. They were kind of like bigger Filipino guys, but they all could do power.
It
was nuts. History of Lil Rockin' Rascals and Ill Rocking. So you said first Lil Rascals, that matches the beginning of your career, just breaking.
Okay.
How did that evolve?
7th grade. So, but throughout that year, that middle school year, you can say there was like 25 guys breaking. A lot of us. There was a lot.
Yeah.
But
all your age-ish?
All our same age. So imagine our generation. There was more dancers. Yeah. But as the years progressed, 7th grade came. Maybe some kind of lost interest, but then some were coming in and like, oh, what is this? This is cool. I think 7th grade, that's when I met like Fury Cocky, Roland.
Yeah.
He was in my homeroom class like that. Other guys, kids, started to like kind of draw attention to the breaking.
Did Roland also come around and practice same garage?
Same garage.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was like by word of mouth too. Like, yeah, he was in my homeroom.
Yeah.
That's freaking Roland.
It's so
He was
funny, dude.
Smart, good kid.
Yeah.
Smart
So
guy.
wait, all you guys grabbed the same.
Same year. So Uncle Leonard taught class at Nick's Pack. Then we started to like. That was the first time experiencing a studio. Like, whoa, this mirrors coming from the garage in the mirrors. Did I take class? Yeah, I took class. Maybe for 3 weeks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so funny story. I took class. We took class, and the rest was history after that. I never went back to teaching.
Oh, really?
Continuing taking class, because after that, it was all just garage.
You went back to the garage.
section.
You guys didn't like it?
We liked it, but then it was kind of like whoever could go, they went. But
It was Oh, they would charge you.
it was $14, I think, for a
Back
drop-in
then
class.
too. That's a lot.
Or 7, I think.
So wait,
yeah.
Roland and John also took that class, or was
No,
just you
not
Des?
yet. Like they
Just-
weren't in the picture.
Oh, okay.
picture. So it was
You,
me,
Des,
Desmond,
Jerry City?
yeah, Jerry, and then we had a friend named Leighton also.
Oh,
He was
no.
he was a Hawaiian dude. He had power. He could head spin Halo.
He was also Rascals?
Yeah, he was also Rascals there. He was a dope skater too. A couple of days years went by, like the crew started to kind of shrink.
Yeah.
Like those guys, the Hawaiians.
Yeah.
They started to like do other things,
Yeah.
and then roll in. We started to add guys in. I got battled in. To get into the crew, we all got battled in.
By who?
So it was more of a showcase, but then imagine there was Desmond sitting in the middle. It was one of those and then I think at that time Leighton and a couple other guys, they were pretty good. Of course the good guys, right? The dope ones are the ones overseeing who
Okay.
gets in and who's not in.
Oh, it was almost like an audition kind of battle?
Yeah, so it was a 3-way battle. I had so limited moves.
Yeah.
But I think the idea was to see okay, he has potential. So funny. It was me. I forgot Regine and my friend Sunny, but were we relevant to we kind of knew what was going on with breaking, right? But then it was just I think we all got in. I'm not sure what happened, but all I know is that we eventually got recruited.
Well, that's
in.
good. Nobody got cut.
Nah, no. So okay. So
So that
fast
was
forward.
for Rascals.
That was for Rascals.
Right.
So that was a standard already.
Right.
Whoever's gonna be in the crew. Okay.
Yeah. Des was already in. Jerry, Leighton.
Jerry.
They were kind of the main-
Desmond was pretty much like the head honcho already.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, now
that was
you're in.
his crew.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, so a lot. Even so, in 7th grade, check this out. That was our introduction. We met Style Elements. We met Crumbs, Remind. So
At a jam or?
no, at Desmond's house.
What?
So this was kind of like the Little Rascals was kind of peaking, getting they were performing at talent shows and stuff. So that was the crew. And honestly, I always put this in. If I told you I was the shittiest rascal,
Stop.
I was no, honestly, so maybe I was the third string in the crew. When it comes to place, see who the ranking, I was the third string. I see myself as that guy,
What? Wait.
because everyone else was pretty
Yeah.
advanced and
Yeah. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
are all so young though. You
Yeah.
guys are all in pretty much middle school
Middle school.
through high school.
yeah. But I kind of had that thought in my head oh man, these guys are good. Oh, Halo, boom, windmill.
What was the cause for the name change
name
to
change.
Ill Rockin' Rascals? Are those different crews?
Same crew.
Okay, Lil Rascals.
Little Rascals.
Lil Rockin' Rascals. Ill
Okay.
Rockin' Rascals.
7th grade. Okay. 7th grade. So that was our peak. We met all these famous B-boys at that time.
Yep.
So we met Ronnie too. Ronnie.
Full Force Ronnie.
So it was like, who's these guys? Cool.
They all came to the garage?
No, they slept over Desmond's house.
Okay, okay. For a show or something, probably?
For a show. There was a event, I think. I don't know if you recall BBoy Pro-Am.
Yeah, I remember Pro-Am.
Yeah, there was an event here that happened a while back. I think it's
There's a Hawaii Pro-Am.
I think it was on VHS at one point.
Somebody's got it.
Someone has
Maybe
it.
Leonard has it.
Yeah. Okay, fast forward. We hit 8th grade. So yeah, a lot happened in 7th grade. Everything was all experimental at that time. We were just learning. We're still learning. Footwork. Uncle Leonard stressed out. 6-step, 3-step, boom. Yeah. He would get.
Wow.
So Uncle Leonard's thing was like, oh, that's a nice 3-step. Yeah, like he was kind of like pinpointing that. Oh, let me teach you floor rocks now. He slowly kind of drilled. I like to think I was part of the drill. I was practicing with Desmond, but yeah, 7th grade, 8th grade came. We continued to just practice, skate practice. I think so. We were Little Rascals. So now this is where the rocking came in. So we're practicing. This is after school. Desmond and them are playing basketball. So Rocksteady Crew Hawaii was still a name. Rocksteady Crew Hawaii. R.I.P. Mike Nasty. Yeah, it was him and Roland practicing on the cardboard while they were playing basketball.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, Roland and Mike, they come in. Hey, we should switch the name up. Yeah. Because now we're let's spice it up. Or like it was just
you guys are getting better too.
Mike and Roland, they were kind of like the what you call it, progressors. Like like let's switch it up now.
Yeah.
It was either Mike or Fury, but they both were talking. Let's put the rock in Rascals, because Desmond at that time was part of Rocksteady Crew.
I see.
So then we came up, and then it was like the year 2002, 2003. It was 8th grade summer going into high school. That's when, Rascals, Lil Rock and Rascals was established.
Yeah. You said 2003-ish?
2003. Okay. So that's us entering freshman year. That year, we rolled with that name, and we stick with that name.
Oh, from then on out.
From then on out.
Okay, because I was looking at some footage last night of that. Might have been the last Level Up event Tom did throw.
Yeah.
And you guys entered as that.
No Rock and Rascals.
It was with Fritz and Chris B, I think.
Yeah.
It was like probably the last time I remember ever seeing you guys enter as Lil Rocking.
Yeah.
And by then that was like, that was probably 2011.
2011, yeah.
But yeah, so you went from Lil Rascals to Lil Rockin' Rascals. How'd you go from Lil Rockin' Rascals to Ill Rockin' Rascals?
Ill Rockin' Rascals. So freshman year came. We had no as far as like expectation, we were like, this is like by any means this was still all new to us. Yeah.
Only a couple years breaking.
Yeah. So the crew now, like from 25, 20 guys, it narrowed down to like 15 guys in the crew. But out of the 15, there were like top 5 of us. John was not in the picture still yet.
Really?
Still yet, yeah. So and that's the thing about the crew. Like we were very like tight with whoever was in the crew. And I like to say that Desmond and Roland were like before information got passed down, we had to. So Roland, what do you think?
Oh, yeah. They were the leaders. They signed off on everything. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So freshman year came, we just continued to practice. Practice. Events was still kind of relevant at that time. Oh, and you gotta keep. So imagine whatever I told you here, you had USB. Yeah, in the picture. sorry, I'm gonna backtrack, but like 7th grade, 8th grade, you had there was like maybe 3 or 4 guys from Little Rascals at that time, middle school. They were going to Farrington Auditorium
For practice.
to practice, and also I heard, I wasn't there, but like they would battle USB or like practice USB. So you had Chris Salvatierra, Ruckus,
Josh's older brother?
Them.
He was USB?
Yeah, he was USB. USB, Rocksteady Crew Hawaii, I think. Yeah.
What? Oh, wait.
So
So it's interesting. All those crews are like, they're not the same crew, but they're very close.
close, yeah.
Like Supreme Team, USB, Rocksteady, ABC.
Yeah.
Like,
So, oh yeah, that's a whole nother breakdown right there. Supreme Team, that was one crew. UBC was another crew.
what does UBC stand for?
Uncontrollable Breaking Crew. And then USB was its own, like another like group of B-boys in Kalihi, like that. A lot of crews in Kalihi.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
This is all around 2000.
around early 2000s. But for us coming up, like Desmond them, they would go to Farrington and kind of like session, or I don't know if they had like a battle with the older guys like Chris Salvatierra them. Yeah, we were just practicing. We kept practicing, and when during our time too, our freshman year, there was like the main five. Who's the main? Desmond, Roland, Jerry, Gino was one of them. Mike Nasty. If anything, me and Mike Nasty was very close friend. Brother, like we would always practice.
Yeah.
Even though the crew's not practicing, I'm over at his house still practicing.
Wow.
But yeah, we would keep practicing. So freshman year was just the start.
Yeah.
Gathering, practicing, getting better. Later on, 2003, 2004, BBoy reunion comes back again. Yeah. And then that's when everything catapulted the I guess the Little Rock and Rascal hype. Us entering that event, and that was my first event winning.
You guys won B-Boy reunion
that year.
What year was it again?
2004.
Wow.
B-Boy reunion.
Where was it?
UH. But yeah, our freshman year we hella practiced a lot.
So this is still before even Funky 4 days, though.
Funky 4.
So like Philcom days and stuff.
Before the Philcom, so Funky 4, believe it or not, they were more like I think still underground. Like they were doing the events in Chinatown.
Oh,
some venues, but it was all 18 and over. Yeah, we were not 18 yet, but we were slowly getting, like, they were bringing us in. High schoolers bringing us into the jams. Oh no, they're just here to dance. Uncle Aaron, he would vouch for us. Yeah, just let them. They're battling, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, funny story. So you know that event, that the Battle Monkey, versus Bad Habits event. That was my first time, somewhat on my first event, seeing a battle underground, everything underground.
Well, it was like Akela and that one guy versus like Dunak and Rockadile and them.
No, so it was Dunak and Primate.
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 Yeah. Versus Kron and
John.
Maybe John Blaze. Yeah.
No, John and
I think
B-Rock.
B-Rock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Brian Rosales. Yeah.
Yeah. It was him. And it was Desmond and Ruckus.
His name's Patrick?
Patrick, yeah. Oh, wow. Patrick. Ruckus Jr.
Yeah, Ruckus Senior.
Senior. So no, they entered, and at that time too had OT and Noob Saiba, yeah. That was the first Rumble in the Garden jam, I think, that they threw.
Rumble in the Garden.
That was the name of the
Where
event.
was that? Was that at Philcom?
No, it was in downtown.
Oh, okay.
It was downtown. Huh. So you know where the dragon upstairs is?
Yeah, that little one.
Across?
Yeah.
That's where the event was held at.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that as kids too, like you guys couldn't even go.
We couldn't even go, dude. But yeah, freshman year, Desmond was still kind of entering with like the older guys, and while we were still kind of training to battle. and then 1 year, I'm still new. I'm like the shittiest guy in the crew. He initiated we should enter BBoy reunion, and this resonates with me like still until this day. If we enter, we got nothing to lose. Truly, like it. So it was me, Desmond, and Jerry. That was the trio. So like, he's the guy that gave us like, come on, let's practice. But if we do enter, we don't got nothing. You probably heard that a lot. We ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So that was that saying. That
Who'd you guys battle in the finals at that one?
Red Eye Jedi.
No shit.
Red Eye Jedi.
Must have been their early years then,
Red
like
Eye
when
Jedi.
you first kind of came together from SWAT and CIA.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the preparation for that was kind of interesting too. Like back then, our mindset was like, okay, first move, second move, third move, right?
Yeah.
That progression. So it's funny how Desmond would prepare me for a battle. We would practice. We wrote wrote it down.
Yep.
He looked at my combos. I had 6. This is good. Do this first round. Save this for later on. He would go down.
Actually, wow.
He would do that. You know, like, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, that was kind of like our process too. Like, starting off. Desmond already, he wrote it down, but his moves was like.
They were drilled into him already.
Drilled solid. He had his head spins, windmill, halo, like
elbow track,
like shit. BBoy reunion, that was it. That was after that. The hype was just to me it was kind of surreal. Like, Rascals, we're winning. Of course, so I'm gonna be like, we're winning. We're that crew now. Like, Rascals this, Rascals that. So when I hear stories,
is that how John got in the crew though, or like he came at that point, like after you guys were kind of like established?
So not yet, kind of. Yeah, we were already building up the name, and then I guess our name did get around. Freshman year, boom. Sophomore year came. So sophomore year, that was 2004, 2005. So that's when John was in the picture. He was in the picture already. So John did find out about us through Asian Avenue. He had his own page too, but along with his friend Chris. His name is Chris. I think. And he got a Failures of Society. Chris was.
Sounds familiar, actually.
Okay, so you had Russell, Chris, Dante, James.
This is FOS, yeah.
FOS guys.
Are they Kalihi? I always thought they were like Waipahu.
No, they're Waipahu guys.
Okay,
Waipahu guys. But this is after BBoy reunion. So we just won BBoy reunion.
Right.
I like to believe that we were that first group of teenagers stepping out, challenging the adults, like
from Kalihi.
Kazuya, them, and John. Okay, where does John come into the picture? I think he heard of us. We had a thing, right? We would always practice at the garage. Desmond didn't like practicing any outside. He not really, but he's more like, let's practice here. Yeah. In headquarters, enclosed. Yeah. Whereas later on in 2004, so USB, right? Like they would practice at the auditorium all the time. During that year, 2004, we slowly started to practice at the auditorium. Okay. Kind of like we were getting out now. Hey, let's practice here.
No, and also because you guys were going to school there too. Yeah. Because you were older.
But so there was kind of, I like to think, somewhat a territorial thing. But for Desmond's garage, we kept it super enclosed. You'd be, to practice there, you would have to have an invite. Like, it was kind of like a sacred spot. So you know how similar to like Jake's garage. That's how I kind of connect. It kind of brings back that nostalgia feeling and just practicing in that garage space. But one day after school, walking to the auditorium, John sitting down by himself. Are you familiar with Chase them? Like, so
Play school guys?
The play school guys.
Yeah,
Some of them were from Damien.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so you had a couple Damien guys. John was like the senior, the older kid. But like, yeah, him and couple other Damien guys practicing at Farrington. Like literally, once the bell rang, we were walking to the auditorium. You see all guys with like white flannels uniform.
Because the uniform. Yeah.
John would practice by himself, right? We would have our own circle, and then John would be right here by himself practicing. There's the stairs, right? There's the top
the hallway.
part.
Yeah.
And then from the stairs, you had that middle part. There used to be vending machines, so the middle part was like the area, the main area.
Oh, okay. Because there was the most space.
The most space, and it was kind of like one of those ciphers. Like, oh, okay, what are you gonna do? Like, if you go do something,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
But and then if you're on the side, you're more just like chilling, just practicing. John was always on the side, and then John, he kind of had like I thought he had an eye problem, because he would look at, he would be like, imagine practicing, yeah, he would stop, and then
Look at you.
He's like this, dude. He was like this. I even told him that too. Like, dude, I thought you had an eye problem. That was just my initial thought. Like, oh, this guy, what is he looking at? So around this time too, our crew, Jerry was leaving university. He left to Vegas. He left to Vegas. So now we're like, oh, we need a guy. Yeah. Now all of a sudden we had this urge to like recruit someone like that into the crew. Again, daily routine, every day after school, practice. John was always there. He was always there. He would talk to us too, like, oh, you guys, when you guys practicing, or like we would talk like small kinds of story. How one day we kind of we invited, cause
to the garage.
To every like couple B-boys from Farrington to the garage. Like, hey, if there's no place to session. Because normally at Farrington they would have events, yeah. So the auditorium's like closed down. Then we invited John them and a bunch of the play school guys to Desmond's house. We would practice, but then at the end during the practice we would practice battle. Like we would just battle for like 20 minutes straight or whatever. That was kind of like the thing. Okay, if you're new, we're gonna battle you.
Yeah.
Through that, John too, like his style was very like all like
No way.
abstract style. Blow ups at that time, right?
Yeah.
Air Baby, Hollowback.
No
John
way.
was that guy. So all of that is happening, right? We see John on the daily, and then I think at one point Desmond was like, "Yo, John, we should recruit John."
Oh,
So this is kind of like
Yeah.
random, but then out of nowhere he wanted to recruit John. He was on a mission.
He worked super hard.
He worked super hard, and I'm surprised when he told us like, "No, I always wanted to be in Rascals like that," and I didn't know. See that kind of impact that we had in as far as being in a crew. Like, wow, these guys, they want to get down with us. We invited him to the garage. Oh, on top of that, it was. Do you know Jovi? He was part of Rascals too.
Yeah.
He
made it in too?
He made it in. Jovi was a Rascal first.
Before John?
No.
No, okay.
They both came in, I think.
Oh.
They both came in.
They both battled in kind of same time?
Same time. Jovi was a Rascal first before all of those crews. So his attitude, his mentality was it came from us, that he kind of brought to like Supreme Team and then the
new
USB
versions.
guys. Yeah.
I mean, the new gen of those.
So I think that's why those guys were kind of more on the aggressor side.
Yeah.
Because Jovi brought that, like, come on, guys. He's the first guy out every time during the battles.
Yep.
Yeah. And long story short, Jovi lived right across from Desmond. I'm gonna end with John's story.
Yeah.
So we brought in John. So our crew. So now, this is sophomore year. Our crew now became like 10 guys. So out of the 10, a few of us was already kind of losing interest already, or like they were still breaking, but only I would say 5 of us was like, let's get it in. Like
Yeah.
we're still going like
Yeah.
that. So John comes in. There's 10 of us. It's the exact 10 I'm talking about. We battled him in 10
Yeah.
rounds. No, like
shit.
all 10 versus him
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of like the thing, right, with
Yep.
crews now, like
Yep.
initiation. And little did we know, bruh. And okay, so prior to the battle, the initiation, Uncle Leonard seen John breaking. Oh, bro, like Uncle Leonard got hyped from John, like, oh, bruh.
Yeah.
Dude, check this guy, his footwork. Whoa.
Yeah.
Like, Uncle Leonard gets excited when he sees like a dope sweep or like a transition. He gets so hyped. Oh, next time you come, boy. Next time you come, boy. I'm gonna show you how to flow rock like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know. So yeah, and then so the battle happens, the initiation happens. Boom, first round. Okay, first round, second round. Somewhere during the battle, he starts like taking us out.
What? Oh, he was like killing.
Killing it. I'm like, holy! I'm coming in with like set combos in my head, right? This John, I was like, boom, boom, so weave, whatever,
Yeah.
air baby, hat trick.
Yeah.
Each round every time he battled him, I mean, each round he did was a different round.
Yeah.
Every time, like, oh, what?
Yeah.
And then, funny story. So Mike Nasty on the side. Man, we getting smoked right now. Oh, he's bringing it. Like, so
Yeah.
he acknowledged that. Like, damn, this John is dope. You know.
Wow.
And then that story I think I have it on tape, but that kind of solidified like,
He's one of us. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
he's down.
And he's helping like push
down.
the level of the bar of the
he
whole crew.
pushed the
'cause-
whole exactly.
Yeah. For us.
His energy alone, he was doing windmill. Like when he started to do power, I was like, shit, I'm like slacking right now. Let me try it out. Yeah. So it was kind of like, this is what 2004-5.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is kind of like a build up to that 3 versus 3. That event.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Which one?
No, don't you talked about with your brother?
Oh,
yeah.
with Eric and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
So-
will come on. Yeah.
Yeah. So now 215.
So that is John in that footage, actually.
Yeah, that's
okay.
that's me, John, and my friend Glenn.
Glenn.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
you probably might bump.
Yeah.
You bump into him here and there.
Glenn Yoza? No,
No, Glenn Gabriel.
Glenn Gabriel.
Yeah. Kind of Filipino dude that people say we kind of look alike. I think that my brother.
Did you guys win that one or
That one.
That Philcom one?
Okay.
That 3-on-3?
We battled Red Eye Jedi again.
Oh shit.
It came down to a tiebreaker,
Yeah.
and then we ran out of time. Funky Four Corners, right? Ran out of time, overtime. They had an after party. They wanted to take that battle to the tiebreaker round, settle it in like a club or whatever. It came down to a coin flip.
To decide who the winner was?
Yeah. So it didn't, and so did we battle that? No, we didn't.
What?
We didn't
Yeah.
finish that battle.
Wow.
I mean, maybe, well, that's what I recall happening, but yeah.
If we can flash forward super quick, just still traveling along the Ill Rockin' Rascals, Lil Rockin' Rascals, Lil Rascals timeline, going to even like that kind of final, that final hurrah at Tom's level up, where you guys, I want to say you guys battled the Jedis actually again, but
Oh, yeah.
Fritz was with you guys,
Yeah.
and I want to say Chris B. It was like Fritz, Chris, you had a crazy round, Jovi, I think John actually
Yeah.
too, and Roland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That
and,
was-
that was like
oh, yeah.
2010, 11 already at that point.
Oh.
Let
We
alone
were-
the
we're-
B-Boy City before.
We were kind of like, as a crew, we were scraping already, like,
Yeah.
meaning like,
You feeling older.
feeling, like,
Yeah.
like, it's,
But Chris was young.
yeah.
And
And
Teddy, wait, was Teddy with you guys?
Teddy was recruited into a rascal.
Yeah, I feel like Teddy was in that, yeah.
And if you didn't know, like Jake also got recruited into Rascals.
Yeah.
Like that.
So it was Teddy, Jake,
And
Crispy,
Fritz. Rascals, we had. I like to say that the Fritz, Chris, Jake, Teddy, them were like the 3rd gen Rascals. We had a 2nd gen Rascals, but it was a failure. It was a failure.
What do you mean?
They like.
Wait, what? Who was 2nd gen though?
You recall like guys like BJ, Chase, Master. Nah, shoot.
Maybe, I mean, I probably was around them, but...
Randy Villiver.
Oh,
him and couple other guys. So there was a generation before Burns them, before Jake them, like that. We kind of brought them.
Breaking
they kind of followed a hype, but then they was just lazy, bro. But they would rep the name, Rascals. But then we carry on the I guess the OGs. We had to
actually rep at the jams.
We had to catch their back every time. Can we have a part 2? I can just talk to you about the
but
stories.
Okay, so like 3rd gen was Teddy, Jake, Crispy, Fritz.
Yeah, and so like,
and you guys were, but they battled actually with you guys more.
So you know, Chris, Red Eye Jedi threw an event called City Kings or something.
Yeah.
Me, John, and Chris, we took that event. That was a whole nother thing too. Like, oh, John, let's enter with him. Because he was battle tested already.
Okay.
He was ready to go.
He was the young one.
He was the young one. And
that's dope.
And it was kind of exciting too at that moment too. We're like, like we're still in it. Like we're still repping and stuff. Who did we battle again? Red Eye Jedi. Again. I don't know how we won that, but we ended up winning that event. But along that,
it ended with 3rd gen.
That outline, a lot of mini stories in between that kind of led to,
like, I'd like to hear more about the 2nd gen with BJ and Randy and them.
That was interesting.
Because I vaguely remember them entering as Lil Rockin' like at Diverse. I feel like
Diverse. So I don't know if you call it the event
at couple times.
There was an event at Palam Settlement.
Yep.
At Funky T, I think.
Yes.
Them.
Yes,
they battled
the
each
big
other
crew one. Yeah.
That was the 2nd gen.
Jedi and then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So Mike Nasty. He wasn't like the top 5, but he was entering with the 2nd gen guys.
Oh, with Lil Rockin'.
So I guess you can say like at that point in time, the crew, not crew hopping, but like crew rapping like that was starting to become a thing. Let me end with this. So Il Rockin' Rascals. We met a guy named BJ Bug Juice. He's from San Francisco. He later became he's like a house dancer. We ran into him in Kalihi. He was practicing at Farrington. Eventually, he ended up becoming like living with Desmond, and then we started to kind of connect with him. He was the guy I talk about, BJ, Bug Juice. That's his name. He was more like musicality, pop rocking, like that boom, that house vibe. He kind of introduced that to us. He was all about like rapping crew family. It was him and Desmond that kind of was chopping it up, and then he kind of gave us like the you guys, you are not little. And then 2006, that's when the Il Rockin' Rascals became a thing, became a name, established name. Moving forward after that.
And that's what you guys would enter as.
Il Rockin' Rascals.
Okay. Right. So I wonder if that footage of like you, Glenn, and John.
That was Il Rockin' Rascals.
Oh, that was Il Rockin' or Lil Rockin'?
Il Rockin'. The shirts that we had, the gray one, it said Il Rockin' Rascal. Following that year, if you recall, then that's when the Kali versus the whole island thing happened. Yeah. There was a part 2 to that.
I want to hear more about that. I also want to hear about the ABC crew. The ABC crew connect, that whole story.
That, if anything, like I'm really speaking from like just from what I seen or what I heard, like that.
Just from you know.
Yeah. which is crazy. But yeah, the 3 parts, the 3-on-3, me, John, and Glenn against that event. Yeah, we had a whole mission with that too. Long story short, we had to prove a point.
Yeah.
We didn't need Desmond to back us up. We wanted to establish to the community, the scene, that
it's not just the
it's just not Desmond. Because one guy from Asian Avenue called us all posers.
Oh my god.
And I know, it's a true story. So Desmond, he said that Desmond was the only real B-boy. Yeah. He was the only real B-boy, and we kind of took offense to that.
That's funny.
So then that's when John, so all that story about John was busting his ass. Me, John, and Glenn teamed up. We would train, condition. A lot of our routines that you see me and John did came off of that one event.
Oh.
And then all our routines was based off 3-man routines. Then later on became our 2-man routines moving forward.
Yeah,
like that.
With the freeze.
Yeah. So that event kind of like, we were, even though win or lose, tiebreaker, we were, I like to say we were satisfied of the outcome like that. On top of that too, just trying to push our level up.